Hello guys, welcome to Solution for All. And I hope the question that I had given you in the last video, I hope you guys have solved it. So today, as I had told you that today there will be no tutorial because as you can see in the syllabus section also, I had given the fourth topic as simplification. That means the simplification of the problems based on number system, HCF and LCM and decimal fraction that I had taught you in the last three videos. So I had given you five questions. Those questions are very important questions. Those are the like hint sort of questions those are the type of questions that have been asked in some of the competitive exams, and some of the companies have given it in the APT question paper. So those are the model question paper of the number system, then HCF and LCM and decimal fraction and certain identities that I had given you in the last video for memorizing. So I hope you guys have done your job. So today we will discuss those problems here. So today we'll be dealing with the simplification of problems based on number system, HCF and LCM and decimal fractions. So our first problem is given here. Don't watch the solution first. Let's do it. So the first question is evaluate 2.39 whole square minus 1.61 whole square whole divided by 2.39 subtracted by 1.61. So you can see the numerator part. There is an identity over there that I had given you in the last video. That's a square minus b square. It's in the form of a square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b and into a minus b. So we can break the numerator part in that identity in that formula. That's equal to 2.39 plus 1.61 whole multiplied by 2.39 subtracted by 1.61, and whole numerator is divided by 2.39 minus 1.61. So we can easily cut the similar terms from numerator and denominator, that is 2.39 minus 1.61. So we get the final term, that is 2.39 plus 1.61, and that's equal to 4. So 4 is the correct answer. So let me tell you, first of all, you can see the use of identity over here, the formulas that I had given you in the last video. So I think all of you guys have must remember those formula, and those are the basic formulas because all the questions are based upon those formulas only in the simplification sections. And all the questions that are of either it is of number system, or it's of HCF and LCM, or it's of decimal fractions, it's conversions, or any sort of question, the formula is must, because there will be certain questions that is totally based on those formulas, that is literally based on those formulas. Literally means that will be just a copy of that formula, and you just need to use that identity and you'll just get the answer in 2-3 seconds. You can see this sum, for example. So 4 is the answer here, option B is the correct answer. So I'll shift to the next question. What decimal of an hour is a second? So first of all, I had told you in the second video when I was teaching you number system that first you should read the question very carefully, very carefully. The question is what decimal of an hour is a second. That means you have to find that the number of hours we have in a second. Of course it will be in the decimal form because hour is the larger quantity. Quantity means we just say like 60 second is equal to 1 minute and 60 minute is equal to 1 hour. So I have to find how many hours are there in a second. So basically we can use the simplest thing. This is something that we have been learning since our childhood, how many minutes are there in an hour and how many seconds are there in a minute. So what we'll do, we'll divide 1 upon 16 to 60. 160 because I have 60 minute in an hour, and 160 because I have 60 second in a minute. So that is equal to 1 upon 3600, and we'll just divide these terms. So this is equal to 0.00027, and that's the answer. So option C is the correct answer for the second question. So you need to read the question first very carefully because this may lead to some misunderstanding. Some people may find the solution as how many hours are there in a second. So sorry, how many seconds are there in an hour. So this is the wrong one, and actually you have to find how many hours are there in a second, and that will be in the decimal form. That's too obvious. So Our answer is 0.00027, and option C is the correct answer. So I'll shift to the next question now. So again, the use of identity and formula that I had given you in the last video. The question is find the value of the terms given over here. I can easily see if I can easily visualize if I have already memorized those formulas. I can easily visualize that. I can just say that let 0.96 be A and 0.1 be B. So I can write it as A cube minus B cube whole upon divided by A square, then 0.1 whole square as B square, and I can see 0.96 is a multiple of 0.096 is a multiple of 0.96 and 0.1, so that is equal to A into B. So again, the I can write it in the form of formulas. So this will be equal to A cube minus B cube divided by A square plus AB plus B square. Now what I'll do, I'll break the term A cube minus B cube. We have formula of A cube minus B cube, that's equal to A minus B whole multiplied by A square plus AB plus B square, and the whole section whole numerator is divided by A square plus AB plus B square. So the similar term is A square plus AB plus B square, that will be cancelled out here. So the left term will be A minus B, that's equal to 0.96 minus 0.1. Now you know how to subtract the decimal section because I have already taught you in the last video. So that will be equal to 0.86, and that's the answer. So option A is the correct answer. Okay, I'll shift to next question now. The fourth question. Here the fourth question is find the value of 0.1 into 0.1 into 0.1 plus 0.02 into 0.02 into 0.02, and the whole section is divided by 0.2 into 0.2 into 0.2 plus 0.04 into 0.04 into 0.04. Okay, so I can write it as, because all the numbers are thrice multiplied, so I can write it as 0.1 whole cube plus 0.02 whole cube divided by 0.2 whole cube plus 0.04 whole cube. Now I can take 2 cube as common from denominator because I can see 0.2 or 0.04 as the numeral after decimal are a multiple of 2, so I can easily take with, and I can left the decimal part left with the remainder. So I can see that 0.1 whole cube plus 0.02 whole cube are common in numerator and denominator, so that will be cancelled out, and the left term will be 1 upon 8, that is equal to 1 upon 2 cube. So the decimal answer of this question will be 0.125. So the correct answer is option B. Option B is the correct answer, that is 0.125. And again, we have used the formula over here. So we didn't need to break the formula because the terms the terms got cancelled out from numerator and denominator. So again, I'm telling you, it's very necessary to memorize all the formulas. So I'll proceed to the next question now, that is the fifth question. Okay, if 2994 divided by 14.5 is equal to 172, then 29.94 divided by 1.45 is equal to what? This is too easy question. You have just to shift the decimal, you have just to arrange the decimal in a proper form so that you get the answer, because answer has already been given to you in the question itself. Just you need to shift the decimal to get the correct answer. So let us take the question part. 29.94 divided by 1.45. So I can shift one decimal from numerator and denominator. Actually, the terms of 10, that is the indices correct with the correct indices will be cancelled out. I'll just cancel out one indices from both numerator and denominator. So I can write 29.94 upon 1.45 as 299.4 upon 14.5. Now again, I can write it as 2994 upon 14.5 multiplied by 1 upon 10. That's too because I have converted the decimal part of numerator into a complete number. So there is a 10 in the denominator with index 1. So I have already been given the value of 2994 divided by 14.5. That's equal to 172, and it is multiplied by 1 upon 10. Now I can put a decimal after before 2. So the answer is 17.2. That's the option C. So option C is the correct answer. So these were the five questions that I had given you in the last video, and these are the solutions of these questions. So I hope you guys have understood that what kind of questions are being asked in the examination. So you guys need to prepare according to that only. These are the sample paper, and this is not it. These are only the five questions that I had given you. I'll be giving you much more questions in the next sort of video. So our next video will be on square roots and cube roots, how to find the square roots and how to find the cube roots. And with every video, I'll be combining the topics that I have taught you earlier. That means the concept of all the topics that I have given you earlier in the past three videos, that will be combined with the questions of the next section, next tutorial. That is the next topic. So be prepared and don't forget the formulas that I had given you that are too important. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do like and subscribe for more videos. You can also follow